What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Rob 619. Here with the first impressions video. I was sent some samples by my boy Scotty Starchild. Shout out to you. He sent me some samples that I really wanted to smell. One I smelled a long time ago, and one I've seen people splitting like crazy on the Facebook fragrance group. So he just purchased the bottle, asked him if he can send me some, and he did. So as you already can see in the title, these are some Xerjoff fragrances that I've been wanting to sniff, and I'm glad he sent these to me. And like I said, I smelled Uden before, but it was a long time ago. I remember I liked it when I first smelled it, but I couldn't remember what it smelled like. So anyway, he said he'll send me some just so he can remind me of what that smelled like. And also he sent me the new Xerjoff, I guess you would pronounce this Exos. So I seen everybody, saying they love that one. And then here goes Uden. So I guess I can go in Uden real quick, and see what I think about this one. My first impression. Right off the bat, this smells very familiar. And that's what sucks about, when you smell a lot of fragrances and you guys out there, you start testing everything, buying samples, you smell hundreds of fragrances. It's very hard, it's rare to find something to you that smells original, you know what I mean? Because you're constantly, smelling new stuff. And as I'm smelling this Uden, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing that comes to mind is Perry Ellis M. If you guys are familiar with my review on Perry Ellis M, or you're familiar with the fragrance, it smells a lot of like Chanel Allure. So if you're familiar with Chanel Allure, they're similar. It has that same kind of vibe, kind of sweet. I don't want to say cinnamon, kind of nutmeggy, sweet, pleasant scent, but it smells just like Allure. Now it's kind of changing a little bit. Now it smells, which is pretty much Chanel. It's kind of changing to Chanel Allure Edition Blanche. So it has that same DNA as Allure, but that creamy lemon pie citrusy version of Allure, which is a Allure Edition Blanche, is really what I'm getting now. So I would say Uden smells like Chanel Allure Edition Blanche, if you're familiar with that. So I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit more while I spray on this Exos. See how this one smells, because this is the one I'm really curious about smelling. People have been talking about it, like I said, in the groups. And I've heard some people compare it to a fragrance, and they're absolutely right. This smells just like Paravan. It's something in it that is kind of different. I don't know what that note is that I'm picking up. I can't think of what it is right now, but it's something that separates it from Paravan. But you're getting that kind of caramel smell, that cinnamon vibe. You're getting the honey. You're getting the cherry vibe. Some may call it like that almond smell. There's something else. Maybe it's like it's a floral in there that's kind of throwing it off a little bit from the Paravan. It's like it's Paravan with a little some type of floral in it, which is kind of separating the two. But I don't. If you got Paravan, I don't know. I couldn't recommend this one for you if you already have that. Or that what's the other one? The Tobacco Rogue, I think it is. I think it smells more similar to that too. I think this smells more similar to Back Rogue. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember what the name of that was. The Fade On one than it does Pure Havana, because this is much lighter, much crisper. Has like a little bit of zestiness vibe to it, but it still has that gourmand feel. To me, Pure Havana is more. It's thicker. It's creamier. It's more. It's like it's richer. It's like sweet chocolate versus dark chocolate. This I would consider this dark chocolate. Like it's still got a sweetness, but it's more mild compared to Pure Havana. Pure Havana is more just thick in your face, like sweetness. This is more calm. I guess some would say refined, more complex version of Pure Havana. But still a great fragrance. So guys, that's my first impressions. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time with these fragrances, but off the top, Uden, Allure, Allure Edition Blanche, um, Exos, Pure Havana, Tabac Rogue is what I get. So I think if you have any of those fragrances, you may not need to purchase this. If you're looking for your first Xerjoff, I'm gonna tell you to get Neo. I still think Neo is the best one that I've smelled so far. I'm gonna dive into some other fragrances, but I'll probably still get Neo over both of these. But anyway, that's my first impression. Depending on what the lady say, determines where I spray. And I know somebody gonna ask, what is that in the background? For you guys that I've sent samples out to, that's my mix. I'm in the lab right now, so I probably got an echo and everything. This is my little home office where I do my blending. So behind me, you see some fragrances and my little recipe, my how my blends and what I'm coming up with. And this is difficult, man. It's way harder than I thought. So just to get the longevity and projection and scents that you think smell like when I put them on my skin and I give them to somebody else, they smell something totally different than what I'm getting. So trying to not only create something that smells a certain way I want it to smell is not really the most difficult part. It's getting you to smell what I wanted you to smell. You know what I mean? I can say this smells like apple and people telling me it smells like Timberland boots or something. It's just crazy. It's like way off. So that's the part of this blending fragrance game I didn't realize, but I'm learning. I'm still at it. I'll be sending you guys out some samples to test my stuff in preliminary stages. But anyway, let me wrap this video up. Peace.